Hey, what's up, guys? My name's iirix, bringing you another review. This one's going to actually be pretty easy. It's real straightforward. It's pretty simple. It's just a tutor. Today's card is Traverse the Ulvenwald. For a green, it's a sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. If you happen to have Delirium active, which for those of you who do not know is 4 different card types, at least 4 different card types in your graveyard at the same time, you can search your library for a creature or land card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. I like this card a lot because it's not ever a dead card. You use it, you can thin out the deck a little bit. If you don't need the land, you're thinning the deck. If you do need the land, great, you got a land and the deck's a little bit thinner. And if you have Delirium late game, when you would probably just be thinning the deck of that land, if you happen to have Delirium, you get a creature. That looks a lot better. I like that part a lot better. It's real simple. It's real basic and straightforward. It's a tutor. It's a land tutor, and then late game, you can creature tutor. Or land. I think late game you go for a creature, but the only thing that I see as being a problem is usually late game you'd want to go for tutor, a wrath, or a combo piece, and usually Wrath is not going to be a creature. Combo piece can be a creature, but it's not a whole lot more often. A combo piece will usually be an artifact or an enchantment or, a sorcery to trigger something and gives you this thing until end of turn. You know what I'm saying. We know how combo decks work. They're annoying. Unless you're playing them, then they're hilarious when they go off. Traverse the Ulvenwald, really straightforward. So the numbers for today, the rankings, scores, whatever you want to call it, for draft, I'm going to have to give it a 3.5. It's kind of tough to review a tutor card because it really depends on what else you got. This one, not as difficult because you can at least get a land, and that is always nice, especially since it only costs 1 green. Yes, the land card goes to your hand. Yes, it's a basic land, but it is a land and not usually not a forest, which I feel usually the cheap land tutors will be a forest into play tapped or into your hand. This one, you can just get any basic land in your hand. I like that a lot for 1 green. For standard, a 3.5 because, again, you can draft for the land. Draft. You can tutor for... Draft and tutor aren't even close to each other. What am I thinking? I know how to speech. I speech good. For standard, you can get that land, and I see a lot of tricolored decks at my store. I'm currently playing Bant Company, which I will be putting up sometime soon. I'm still working out a few minor tweaks, but early game you can get that land. So if you happen to play like a Canopy Vista, second turn you can go fetch a mountain or whatever the third color is in your deck, and I like that a lot because then you could just put the mountain down. It doesn't even matter. And maybe if you have, say, first thing comes to mind, a Falconwrath Gorger, something that costs 1 red. It's not entirely a wasted turn. It doesn't look too bad. In late game, you can get a big scary creature like, say, Avacyn or, other big scary creatures, Ojutai, Dromoka, whatever you happen to be playing. Modern, a 2.5 for Modern because it's like, yeah, you can get a land, but I don't think it's going to be happening too often because in Modern, your scary lands are going to be either the dual lands or your man lands. And I call dual lands scary. Man lands are scary. Dual lands are helpful. So maybe some play in Modern, but I don't know. I feel like Modern has a lot of options. They could probably trigger Delirium real easy. I don't know, though. I just kind of wing it on these Modern scores because I don't play it. I just, talk to my friends about what they do in Modern. EDH a 3. Delirium does not seem too hard to do, and late game, you'd definitely be able to tutor out a bomb creature card, or early game, you can get some good fixing, because we all know in EDH, 100-card Singleton, there's not a whole lot of great land fetches that are, worth playing. So this one I welcome to my EDH decks, along with Kodama's Reach and Explosive Vegetation. Those I like those. I put this in a deck with those. That's what I have to say about Traverse the Ulvenwald. If you have a different opinion, let me know down below. I'd like to hear that. If you think I got some good opinions, thoughts, and ideas, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for future reviews, and check out past reviews while you're at it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.